42, a thin line on the wall. The pipes give one small knock, then the apartment settles down. My phone is face down by a crumpled receipt. I find the colder floor with both my feet. The kettle gathers breath beside the sink. No one has asked me for a thing. I leave the curtains open just enough to watch the fire escape turn gray to rust. Usually the screen gets there before I do. Names and numbers pulling me into view. Today I let the blue light wait its turn and lift the kettle at the first slow hum. I was here before the alarm, before the building started up. One hand wrapped around the cup, both feet steady on the floor. I was here before the alarm, without somebody else's hurry. For once the morning found me ready. It didn't have to pull me through the door. 6:48, the bedside clock complains. The numbers flash, I press them dark again. My phone stays face down by the grocery list. Whatever came in overnight can't wait a bit. I button up my blue shirt, one place wrong. Catch it in the mirror, fix it, move along. The elevator wakes 6 floors below. Next door a key turns, someone starts to go. I have 1 minute no one else can spend. I take it to the window before it ends. I was here before the alarm, before the building started up. One hand wrapped around a cup, both feet steady on the floor. I was here before the alarm, without somebody else's hurry. For once the morning found me ready. It didn't have to pull me through the door. I used to call this waiting, the part before the day. As if a quiet minute had to earn the space it takes. But nothing here is empty, not the cup, not the cooling air. I don't need to be needed to know that I am here. I was here before the alarm, before the old reflex could start. Blue shirt buttoned, coffee gone, my keys are waiting by the door. I was here before the alarm, the phone can follow when I leave. When the city comes to get me, it will find me on my feet. I was here before the alarm. I was already here. 6:59, the lock clicks once behind me. The phone goes in my pocket. The first 10 minutes stay mine. 7:06, the curtain catches twice. I pull too hard, the hooks run down the rail. The chair is wearing everything from Friday. A coffee ring is dried beneath the mail. Across the street, the bakery lifts its gate. A man in white puts paper bags in rows. I almost pull the fabric back. The room looks less composed in sun. Then someone upstairs drops a shoe. Their radio comes on. I thought I needed 1 more hour to put the week away. But nothing on the other side is waiting for a perfect place. Curtains wide open, let the whole room show. The shirt on the chair, the cup by the sink, the places where a long week goes. Curtains wide open, no angle chosen, no careful frame. The morning never asked for polished, it came in anyway. I crack the window, traffic enters low. The number 7 bus exhales below. A cyclist clips the curb, then checks his chain. The florist sweeps last night's leaves from the drain. I shake the crumbs out of a folded cloth. 2 sparrows argue over what falls off. My reflection doubles in the glass, hair pressed flat along one side. I leave table, steady your hands. Something worth uncovering before I opened up the room. But every window on this block holds someone halfway through, so I leave mine as it is and let the street look back into. Curtains wide open, the whole room keeps its shape. Keys in hand, the window cracked, coffee cooling while I wait. Curtains wide open, no angle chosen, no careful frame. I don't have to finish everything before I leave today. Curtains wide open, I leave them that way. 7:29, the lock clicks once behind me. From the sidewalk I can see my room, a bright square over parked cars. The bell above the door rings half a beat behind me. I stop for water at the corner store. The clerk is stacking oranges in rows. A pocket radio leans against the register. Its speaker shakes each time the low end goes. The fridge doors hum in different keys. The printer talks and then goes still. I came in counting coins with half my mind. Then the snare lands right behind the till. He reaches over, turns it up one mark. No conversation, just a nod. The automatic doors divide the chorus every time they part. Corner store radio playing through the open door. I came in for a bottle of water, now my heel is counting for. Corner store radio static at the edges, rhythm on the floor. The light turns green across the avenue. I let it go once more. A delivery rider sets his helmet down and taps 2 fingers on the freezer door. The clerk counts out my change, then starts again. We both forget what number came before. No one is dancing, not exactly, but nobody is standing quite as still. The automatic door slides open and the chorus reaches past the sill. The clerk turns down the radio, but the rhythm doesn't quite obey. The crosswalk starts its measured little chirp and carries it across the way. Corner store radio playing through the open door. I came in for a bottle of water, now my heel is counting for. Corner store radio static at the edges, rhythm on the floor. The light turns green across the avenue. I let it go once more. The forecast stayed exactly where it was. The downtown train was late. But 3 of us missed the same green light, and nobody complained. No speech about a better day, no reason dressed up grand, just a cheap radio behind the till, an exact change in my hand. Corner store radio still playing through the open door. Bottle tucked beneath my arm, both heels are counting for. Corner store radio, a little thin, a little blown. I cross when the next green light appears and take the rhythm down the road. Corner store radio, keep playing when I go. 7:26, the bell rings for somebody new. Half a block away, I can still hear 7:31, two pairs beside the door. One polished, one worn through. I know which pair I'm reaching for. The right heel's folded where I stepped on it. The laces tied themselves into a mess. My calendar says the first call is at 9. I've got the time if I don't second guess. I slide the black pair into a canvas tote. Put my train card back into the ceramic bowl. There are 23 blocks between here and work. I take the stairs and let the elevator go. Outside the morning still has edges, delivery gates and cooling shade. I tie the laces on the bottom step and hear the subway pull away. Shoes by the door, the scuffed up pair, not the polished ones. 23 blocks before 9 o'clock, I let the train go on. Shoes by the door, I pull both laces tight. The city sounds better at sidewalk speed than it does behind the glass. On 9th, the flower truck is backing in. 3 buckets lean together at the curb. A terrier sits down against the light. His owner offers terms he hasn't heard. A crossing guard lifts one orange glove. 6 backpacks move together through the lane. Below my feet, the downtown train arrives. I pass the entrance as it leaves again. The office tower shows between 2 roofs, still 11 blocks from where I stand. I never noticed the blue awning or the breakfast prices written out by hand. Shoes by the door, the scuffed up pair, not the polished ones. 23 blocks before 9 o'clock, I let the train go on. Shoes by the door, I pull both laces tight. The city sounds better at sidewalk speed than it does behind the glass. No one at the office will know the route I chose. The school bus blocking 10th Street or the warm air from below. They'll see me at the table, black shoes back on at 9. But 23 unclaimed blocks will still be only mine. Shoes by the door, I'll leave them loose again tonight. 23 blocks before 9 o'clock and 3 spare minutes when I arrive. By the door, black pair waiting in my bag. I saw what lives between the stops. I only knew from subway maps. Shoes by the door, I'm glad I chose the worn out ones. 8 if the 7, I change beneath the desk. A pale line of sidewalk dust runs clean around the edge. The train releases us up the narrow stairs in single file. An umbrella catches on the railing, though it hasn't rained for half a mile. At street level, taxis crowd the crossing. Steam rises from a grate beside the curb. Then I see a space above the traffic where the towers fail to meet. A piece of open weather, 3 tall windows wide. From where I stand, the signal changes, everybody moves. I keep my face turned up. The woman walking just ahead unfastens the top button of her coat. between the buildings, only 3 windows wide, caught above the traffic light, where the towers don't quite line. Blue between the buildings, moving as I cross the street. I leave one button open on my coat and let the air come through. A window washer 6 floors over draws a silver line across the glass. The woman at the newspaper kiosk folds her scarf and puts it in her bag. My phone still says 58 degrees. It feels warmer by the avenue. The meeting starts in 19 minutes. I take the outside route. The revolving doors can wait. I cross the plaza by the fountain. 7 minutes still to spare, and nothing overhead. Blue between the buildings, only 3 windows wide, caught above the traffic light, where the towers don't quite line. Blue between the buildings, moving as I cross the street. I leave one button open on my coat and let the air come through. The forecast said overcast. It wasn't exactly wrong. The north side of the avenue still hasn't seen the sun, but weather here comes block by block, reflected, cut and rearranged. I don't need the whole horizon to notice something changed. Blue between the buildings, now 5 windows wide, moving down the mirror tower as I reach the other side. Blue between the buildings, my coat folded on my arm. The lobby doors are opening. I still have 4 minutes left. Blue between the buildings, still there when I look back. 8:11, the elevator doors close. A strip of blue runs down the steel, then disappears at 12. .51, the key resists the lock. I lean into the door and feel the deadbolt give. Yesterday's returns are stacked beside the till. A paperback lies open where I left it. I switch on every second row of lights. The back half of the shop wakes first. A delivery box is split along one side. New hardcovers are pressing at the tape. I price them with a marker in my hand, black ink drying on my thumb. 9 minutes tape between my teeth, coins in every section of the drawer. I turn the register key, open at 9. I turn the little sign. The bell above the doorway adds one note to the street outside. Open at 9, fresh paper in the till. The first pair of shoes crosses the mat and the room begins to sound. At 9:02, a woman in a navy coat asks for a notebook without dates, no prompts printed in the margins, no numbered habits left to make. I show her several by the travel shelf. She tests the paper with her thumb, chooses one with a plain blue cover, pays in cash and leaves the receipt. A courier needs a signature. The telephone begins. A chair moves in the reading corner. Then the front bell rings again. Open at 9. I turn the little sign. The bell above the doorway adds one note to the street outside. Open at 9. Fresh paper in the till. The first pair of shoes crosses the mat and the room begins to sound. hasn't said a word yet. She carried out 200 pages with no instructions at the top. I watch her reach the corner, then open to the first one. Open at 9, the little sign goes around. The bell above the doorway keeps one note above the street. Open at 9, blue notebook under her arm. She writes against the bus stop glass before the bus arrives. Open at 9, the next customer walks in. 9:04, her bus pulls from the curb. Through the bookstore window, I see her finish the first line. Delayed across the board. I turn around and take the stairs back up. The platform entrance holds a line of people. The man in front keeps checking for a train. Across the street, a row of rental bicycles has one red frame still waiting in the rain. I scan the code, the lock flashes green. The seat is stuck, one setting high. I wind my trouser cuff above my ankle and pull the tote strap tight. Front brake, back brake, bell once look behind. The bicycle signal turns white. I enter the painted line. Bike 47, the basket rattles, bell rings clear. The station board said 20 minutes, I won't be waiting there. Bike 47, my toe keeps time against my side. 16 blocks above the subway at 14 miles an hour. A laundromat rolls out 2 blue carts. A kitchen worker hoses down the walk. A van is sitting halfway in the lane. I stop while someone carries out a box. At 13th, another rider pulls beside me. We trade a nod before she turns. The next 3 signals hold their white and both our rear lights blink. My phone buzzes in the basket. Another update from the line. I let it rattle through the message. I've got 7 blocks to ride. Bike 47, the basket rattles, bell rings clear. The station board said 20 minutes, I won't be waiting there. Bike 47, my toe keeps time against my side. 16 blocks above the subway at 14 miles an hour. Nothing in the city softened. The trucks still block the lane. The taxi leans across the crosswalk. The signal makes me wait, but waiting here has handlebars. One shoe resting on the curb. When the white bicycle turns on, I push and join the moving street. Bike 47, the dark light answers green. 8:31 across my phone, no train arrived before me. Bike 47. conference room 3. The adapter doesn't fit the newer screen. Quarterly reports are spread across the table. Someone brought the folder from last year. Our manager's chair is sitting empty. 5 little dots appear. Need to move this, sorry everyone. The message lands without a sound. The block from 8:40 until 9:20 changes from blue to gray. For half a second no one moves, then one laptop closes. Is anybody hungry? We answer by standing up. 40 minutes back, the calendar turned gray. We leave our laptops on the table and take the stairs away. 40 minutes back, 4 coats across one chair. The toast arrives, somebody laughs before the forks get there. The diner menu sticks along the edges. A ceiling fan turns slowly overhead. The quiet one from finance fixes radios in a workshop by his bed. Someone's taking driving lessons Saturday. Someone cut their own hair last night. We've shared a dozen Monday morning meetings. None of this has come up once. At 9:05 our phones begin to buzz. One by one along the seat, nobody reaches for them until the server brings the check. 40 minutes back, the calendar turned gray. We leave our laptops on the table and take the stairs away. 40 minutes back, 4 coats across one chair. The toast arrives, somebody laughs before the forks get there. I knew who sent the numbers, who always joined on mute, who fixed the broken formulas, and who took meeting notes. I didn't know about the old radios or Saturday's driving test. It took 40 minutes back to talk without an agenda. 40 minutes back, now 11 minutes left. We press the elevator button with the receipt still in my hand. 40 minutes back, 4 coats leave the chair. When the next meeting starts at 10, I'll know who's sitting there. 40 minutes back, nothing on the schedule. 9:21, the doors open at 18. Someone is still laughing. I've forgotten what began it. 6:27, locker key around my wrist. Lane 4 is open, the water hasn't moved. My goggles fog along the left-hand corner. The lifeguard drags a kickboard from the lane. I sit down at the edge and test the water, cold enough to make me think again. The swimmer over in the 5th lane turns without disturbing any blue. I pull the silicone cap across my forehead and set my watch for 32. Cap down, goggles sealed, toes curled against the tile. One breath, both hands forward. I leave the edge behind. Lane 4, black line under me. 25 yards to the wall. 3 strokes before I breathe. Lane 4, red hands circling on the clock. I missed the turn at number 12. Laugh once and push back off. The swimmer in 5 has a green cap and reaches every wall without a sound. I try to turn the way I've watched her turning, taking water and come coughing up at the shallow end. She checks that I'm alright, then says keep your chin down when you fold. She pushes off before I answer. One clean trail of bubbles from her toes. Next wall, tuck tighter, both heels clear the air. Not clean, not graceful, but I come up facing there. Lane 4, black line under me, 25 yards to the wall. 3 strokes before I breathe. Lane 4, red hands circling on the clock. I miss the turn at number 12. Laugh once and push back off. The clock above the 3rd lane doesn't know which lap went wrong. It doesn't hear us laughing when I come up coughing. It only moves its second hand from red to white to red. I stop asking if I'm fast and count the tiles instead. Lane 4, black line under me, 25 yards to the wall. 2 strokes before I breathe. Lane 4, green cap waiting by the clock. She lifts one hand as she climbs out. I touch the wall and push back off. Lane 4, one more length before I leave. 701, goggles hanging from my wrist. 2 sets of wood footprints cross beside the locker room bench. Canvas awnings rise, a chalkboard leans against a wooden crate. My list is folded underneath my phone case. Eggs, bread, lemons, dish soap. The vendors pull the covers from the tables and write the morning prices out in chalk. At stall 12, a crate is tipped toward me. 1 peach escapes and rolls across the ground. I stop it with the side of my left shoe. The seller reaches down. First box of the year, he says, and cuts one with a pocket knife. Juice reaches my thumb before I find a napkin. Stall 12, canvas napping overhead. Apricots and green onions, paper signs and marker red. Stall 12, 1 peach rolling toward my shoe. I came here with a list of 4. I'm leaving with the bag for 2. At stall 7, basil fills the walkway. A baker stacks the last warm loaves. I call the number I've been meaning to. It rings 3 times before a voice says hello. Are you doing anything around noon? There's a pause, a cupboard closing. Bring whatever fits inside your bag. The front door still needs 1 hard push. I add another loaf, 2 tomatoes and a jar. The paper handles press into my fingers, but the bus stop isn't far. Stall 12, canvas snapping overhead. Apricots and green onions, paper signs and marker red. Stall 12, 1 peach rolling toward my shoe. I came here with a list of 4. I'm leaving with the bag for 2. Since February, our thread has been next week, maybe, let me see. 6 unfinished invitations sitting underneath the screen. A peach rolled off a wooden crate. I caught it by mistake. It did what all those messages had somehow through 8:26. The bus pulls to the curb. My list is still inside the phone case. 4 unchecked words.